Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Celebrazione, as Father Allen would say, our Bruin benefit. I am Principal Dave Steck, coming to you live from the Fredeker lobby here at Padua Franciscan High School in beautiful Parma, Ohio. I hope you are all well. I'm doing absolutely great. My hair's a little longer. I haven't worn a suit in 6 weeks, so I'm getting a little chafing around the neck. And I'm not wearing pajama bottoms, as some people might have thought. But otherwise than that, welcome to our first ever virtual live segment of the auction. I think this is like an interview for a weatherman. I'm just looking for a map here to try to do this, but I'm just so excited for tonight. So happy you're here with us. And, you know, the number of participants is growing very, very quickly to be a part of this unique experience. What a great event it's been so far. Wow, will you look at where we're at? It's like a virtual audience. I feel like Miss Sally from the end of Romper Room. You probably remember that, right? I see Michael and David and Pam and Joe and Maria and Ray. There's Tony and Jerry, Judy and Victor. There's Shar and Bill and Bob and Jim, Ron and Marianne and Donna and Lori and Nick. And I see Friars right up front. And I know Father Allen is watching, so I have to do a good job. But this is absolutely surreal and a really different way of doing this. I truly do miss seeing you. I miss the students. I certainly miss our seniors. You are the ones that give me the energy for this night. But I will tell you, your generosity and your giving over the last 35 hours has me absolutely ready for tonight. What a historical time we are living through. Initially, we were skeptical about doing this event this way. And when I mean we, I mean Father Allen. He had no idea how this would look or how we would pull this off. But we do have an incredible team and an incredible Bruin family, and we all knew this would be historical, an epic night. Our mantra has been through this whole thing: if not now, when? Now is the time. I only have an hour. So listen, this time's going to go really, really fast. All of the silent items will close at 10 p.m. So just a little bit less than an hour, all the silent items will close at 10 p.m. The premier items at the top of your app will close at 9:30. So just about in another 28 minutes, all of our premier items will be closing. So let me give you some instructions on how this will go. First of all, you got to pay attention. All the premier items are closing at 9:30 p.m. sharp. I can't say that enough. Make sure you're looking at a real clock, because lag could be causing you to be off time. My clock right now says 9:03. Now is not the time to go to the bathroom. As I said, this is going to go very, very fast. All bidding for the live auction premier items are done electronically through the Give Smart app. Do not call the school. Do not call my cell phone. Do not come up here. Do not scream at the screen. You can. It's just not going to do any good. You can stay in your pajamas, stay in the comfort of your home, and just bid on the app. If you have ever been on eBay, you know what it is like to lose your item at the last moment. To ensure your best chances, I would suggest that you use your auto bid feature on the app. Put in the maximum amount you'd be willing to bid and let the app automatically keep bidding for you. As long as your maximum bid doesn't get outbidded by someone else, you will be in the running to win, and only the person with the highest bid will be charged. Remember, there will be no last call, no fair warning. Just at 9:30, whoever has the highest bid wins. Before I move forward, we are going to announce the 50-50 ticket winner. And so at this time, I'm going to ask for an envelope for the 50-50. And as soon as we get that, we are going to congratulate somebody, because it is a tremendous amount of money. They're working it. It's live. You think we're kidding, don't you? I will tell you that a lot of the premier items tonight are unbelievable. And we want to take a moment to really thank most most of the people who have done all of the, not most, all of them, but we have some incredible sponsors, as you can see on our screen. We want to thank Kohler Financial Group and Dave Zavagno. We want to thank Ron and Mary Ann Jajitsky, along with Gentner Family Fund and Madonna Demaross, for all that they have done in their sponsorship. We want to thank James and Debbie Gaydosh and Valued Capital Advisors, as well as Allison and David Knowles. I want to thank Heather Ross and David Scaglione, along with Poly One, for their bronze sponsorship, and our patron sponsor, Dave and Susan Catanzarite. Thank you very much. And the winner of the 50-50, and how much is this for? Do we know? We're getting that number. It is unbelievably large. Here it comes. It's a big number. We're doing the math. Stay tight. So you're going to get half of $13,675. So half of $13,675 is $6,837.50. Padua Education. Thomas Sotak. Thomas Sotak, you now have a lot of money to bid on these premier items. So congratulations, Thomas Sotak. Fantastic. As these things are happening live, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but congratulations, and here we're moving on. So to the premier items. So as I'm talking, you're bidding, right? You understand that. I will call out what I can, but we're not going to be doing this in order. I'm here to celebrate all of these great items, and again, they're all closing at 9:30. What time are they closing? Right, 9:30. And again, that's less than about 23 minutes from now. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is this incredible opportunity to a bucket list item, number 106, Tiger defends the Masters title 2020, and that is donated by Dave Zavagno, class of 72. This is a bucket list item, and I'm going to get what it's being bid on right now. You and your guest will fly in a private Learjet from Cleveland to Augusta for the day and watch a round of the Masters on Friday, November 13th, 2020. You leave and return on the same day. It includes flight, the Masters tickets, transportation to Augusta. This is absolutely priceless. It would be an amazing day if you can do this. It would be a wonderful trip for family members, for brothers, for a dad and a child, or a mom and a child, or a husband, and just anything. These single tickets are going well over $2,200. It includes a private jet round trip, which is costing just about $15,000 if you were to book that on your own. Right now, it's at $10,750. What an incredible price for an incredible opportunity. Again, that closes at 9:30. Make sure you're bidding on that. Number 102 is Awesome Food on Wheels. This is from our friends at Time Catering, a full-service catering company in Avon Lake. They also have a restaurant called Timetable in Bay Village. They are featured in Cleveland Magazine, and they're best known for their short ribs and lobster tots. Oh my goodness. When social distancing is over, think about the party you can throw with this. It's going to serve 100 people for 3 hours. You get to pick 4 major entrees and 2 side dishes. It's currently going for $2,100. And I know if you saw the text, you know that we're also offering a second one. So that's an incredible generous gift from the people at Time. And that is number 110. And that's currently at $1,450. So please continue to bid on these. If you don't, this is a perfect graduation party, a party when we get back to all the things. It includes drinks and services. So please bid on that one. Next is number 100, the Padua graduation seating. That is going to be July 16th, 2020. That happens to be my birthday, and so that's going to be some party. We're going to be at graduation celebrating the principal's birthday. How about that? I'm so happy we were able to do that for our seniors too in mid-July. We've been continuing to keep them in our prayers, and we understand that this is tough on them. But we are going to graduate, and there's no rush to get to the graduation. We'll save you seats. You'll have reserved front section seats for 8. And Padua 2020 graduation. It includes special parking as well as for 2 cars, and it takes care of itself. It's going to be good for either 2020 or 2021. So if you have a junior and you'd like to bid on this, please go for it right now, and we will be happy to help you with that. That one's going right now for $650. So bid and bid often. Bid and bid often. Number 104, the tailgate party. So this is for 25 friends and family to enjoy a tailgate party here at Padua in the North End zone before the game. We have a tent, we have food, we have beverages, we have people from the school. Myself will be there and say hi and all of those good things. And then once the game starts, you'll have seating out in the end zone, inside the fence, to really watch the beauty of football here at Padua and continue to enjoy all the good things that are happening here at the school, to sit right there by the turf and watch all the action. So this is a great opportunity. The food is $500. Tickets to get into the game are like $200, so it's almost $700 in value. That comes from the Padua Athletic Department. And currently, right now, that's at $450. So what a great opportunity to pick. You can't use our homecoming game. You remember that's how packed that game is. But any other game will work with you to try to have that experience for you. Again, remember, all of these items close at 9:30. The Masters is now up to $11,000. So that's going to continue to move, and I expect that to continue to happen. In just a few minutes here, we're going to be pulling the tuition voucher, and so we're going to want to do that for the $2,500. And at this time, I'm going to ask for the envelope on that one. Thank you very much. So for the winner of the tuition voucher for $2,500 is Jeffrey Tochik. Jeffrey Tochik, congratulations. $2,500 Padua tuition voucher. Congratulations on that. Again, we're watching everything move very quickly here on our auction items. This is the time for you to continue to get into it and make sure that you're making your bids. This is a lot of fun. I will tell you, I really do miss calling your names and bantering with you and being able to say, okay, Kohlers, are you going to lose that for $100? Or generally, really, you're going to not raise your paddle on this one? Or Nick, Ifiola, really? You're going to buy the dog? Remember that year? That was unbelievable. But, I miss that. I miss seeing you, but I know that I think you're probably at home doing the same thing. People are calling each other and say, Dad, get that for me, or Mom, bid that for me, or all of those different things. So again, I want to thank all those people who continue to be a part of our school. I'm going to, again, remind you of all the sponsors who really helped us to do this again. Our platinum sponsors with Kohler Financial Group and Dave Zavagno and the Jajitskis and the Gentners and the Ross family. We thank you so much for what you've done. And the Gaydoshes and the Knowles, Heather and Dave Scaglione, as well as Dave and Susan Catanzarite. Thank you for helping us make Celebrazione such a success that it is. So let's move on to a couple more of these items, right? And a couple more premier items. We have just about 16 minutes left before we end this portion of this auction piece, and so we want you to keep moving. The tailgate's up to 500, which is great, but we're going to move to now a number 105. Number 105 is a musical extravaganza at KeyBank State Theater. It's Frozen. Which is, again, if you know that story, you know how wonderful that is. This is donated by Jim and Debbie Gaydosh. We thank you for that. This is also on July 16th, which is my birthday. I think I told you that already. I can't go. I have graduation that night, so I can't really go to that. But, I would love to go because Frozen is such a wonderful show. It's such a great show. You get to go down, see the show, and then after the show, you get to stay at the 9 downtown. It includes a Vera Bradley luggage, a bottle of bubbly. What a perfect anniversary gift. What a wonderful birthday gift. Like I said, please don't buy it for my birthday, even though it is my birthday. You know what I am open for? If you need somebody to go to the Masters, I'll be available on November 13th if you're looking for somebody. But otherwise than that, what a great opportunity to have a great night out with someone special. That's at $600 right now. So again, continue to bid. All of this money that you're bidding is for financial aid, continuing to help our families stay here at the school. It's an extraordinary time. So your generosity tonight and what you've done so far is amazing. And I need you to keep that up. I need you to continue to support all the good things here at the school. The next item is number 101, behind-the-scenes tour of the Goodyear blimp as well as the hangar. This is donated by Goodyear along with Joe Erbs, class of 87, who is the pilot for the blimp. And so you and 14 of your friends get to go down to Akron, go by Wingfoot Lake, go and see the Goodyear blimp, which is just amazing up close, and really get a close-up tour of that whole facility. And then after that, you have a $500 gift certificate to Ken Stewart's Grill in Akron. And I will tell you, you could probably feed about 5 people with that at Ken Stewart's. But that would be awesome for you to be able to do that with your family and to be together and to have all of those experiences together. So please bid on that. That one currently is at $1,300. $1,300. What a great event for 15 people. And again, congratulations for the people who are going to continue to bid on that. So who would have thought that the next 3 items would be as crazy and fun to watch as they were? Apparently, rare bourbon is a hot commodity, right? What a great idea and donation by Dana Banya's class of 04 and his wife, Kara. Talk about Vision 2020, huh? One of the things that Dana's always looking for is a creative way to help boost the auction, and this one was unbelievable. And think about this, like to have these bottles that are so rare. You'd be an envy of your friends if you gave this to somebody as a gift, a special birthday for somebody who loves bourbon, or congratulations, or some way to celebrate. These are amazing collector's items, and it's a great opportunity that you have to purchase extremely rare, hard to find bourbon. The cost today will only skyrocket in the future. You can leave it on the shelf and just watch it earn money. So number 103 is the Blanton's Bourbon, right? So we have Blanton's straight from the barrel, we have Blanton's Gold, and we have Blanton's Green. And this is such a hot bourbon. It's very, very difficult to find. That is currently at $2,200. I know a lot of people have been bidding back and forth for that one. Don't lose it for another $100, for goodness sakes. I mean, you can't. I mean, now is the time you're going to be sitting there going, I can't believe I lost that for $100. So if you've been bidding on that, continue to do so. The next one is number 107. Number 107 is 2 bottles of bourbon, one from George T. Stagg and the other one from Stagg Jr. Both of these are incredibly rare bourbons. They are currently going for $11.50. Again, to try to find these is almost impossible to find, and what an opportunity to gather this. And then the last one is the famous 109, the Van Winkle. All right, so we got old Rip Van Winkle, and we have the 12-year-old Van Winkle. The Pappy Van Winkle 12-year-old Lot B is truly sought after. That one is currently at $2,700. You are not going to find these bottles of bourbon. This is very, very difficult to find. I'm telling you, a father would be great to have this if you had somebody you want to celebrate this with. Again, I think that it would be just an enormous opportunity to do this. So please bid on those. Again, don't lose them for a couple $100 because you're just not going to find them again. And again, thank you to Dana and Cara for that donation. And then lastly, we have, of course, number 108, which is Manja Manja, right? Manja Manja. So this is, Father and I, every year, we do these dinners for people at their houses or at the friary. It's such a joy for us to do this, and it really does captivate all that is Franciscan. It's friendship, it's food, it's conversation, it's celebration. And I will tell you, never trust a skinny cook. That's all I have to say really about that. But no, honestly, we will work hard with you to develop a 7-course meal. We do seafood, we do tenderloin, we do pasta. We will do gourmet dishes for you. Father is a hoot to be with. If you've ever had dinner with Father, he is just the joy, and his stories are immense and colorful and funny. We would love to spend the evening with you, again, at your house for 10 or for at the friary. You pick your family, your friends, and we will do this for you. I can't say enough about how much joy it brings me to be able to do that. That is currently at $1,850, and I will tell you that's just not enough. So people need to bid on that. We really need to come together in this time to really make sure that we continue to do all the best that we can here at Padua Franciscan. I think that's why I'm here. I feel your energy. I know you're watching. And I know that you're bidding because I'm watching it. Let's just sort of review where some of the things are. For the graduation seating, we're at $700. Again, all of these are going to close in the next 8 minutes or so, right? So graduation's at $700. The Goodyear trip is at $1,400. These are the last chances you're going to get to be bidding on this. The Blatton's is at $2,400. Right? So again, don't lose that for a couple $100. It's just not worth it. Go get them. The tailgate is at $500. I would love to get at least $700 so that we can pay for that. I would love to have you back, but let's at least pay for it. There's no bargains here, right? This is an auction, but nothing's on sale. We need full price or better to help these kids and to help what's going on here at Padua. Frozen is at $600, so please make your bids on that. The Masters is at $11,500. $11,500. This is a $20,000 package. When is the next time you're going to get a chance to get in a private jet, fly from Cleveland to Georgia, get out, get into transportation, go watch Tiger play at the Masters, right? In November, when it'll be beautiful fall, nice and cool, beautiful weather to watch golf. And then afterwards, get back in the car, come back to the flight, and then come home. You'll tell that story for the rest of your life. So don't let this one go. It's $11,500. And again, that should be going easily for $15,000. Let's keep pushing this one up, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me to have you have a great trip. Again, remember, I am available for that. And then also help your family enjoy something that's just remarkable. The Stag is still at $1,150. The Van Winkle is now up to $2,700. And Manja's still at $1,850. So again, you have a few more minutes here to continue to bid, to continue to keep going. Manja's up to $1,950. Thank you very, very much for that. I'm hoping that the time truck number 2 goes up a little bit more. We're at $1,450 on that one, right? And the other time is at $2,100. That's 100 people for 3 hours with a food truck wherever you tell them to go, right? Think about that. That's some party. That's some party. And we're going to be able to get together again soon, probably right when we get to the end of the summer here or in fall. This would be a perfect opportunity to celebrate with your family when you can. right? So just a few more minutes here. Keep bidding. Keep doing what you're doing. You've done phenomenally well today. You've continued to show your love of Padua. I cannot tell you of the feelings and the joy I have and the generosity that's going on. But continue to make sure that you bid for the next few minutes. And again, this will be ending in just about 5 minutes. So talk it over, come together. Maybe a group of you want to bid a little bit more on a couple of these different things. Again, that Goodyear trip would be wonderful, down to $1,400 right now. But continue to bid as we go on. I'm going to step off for a second here, get a little bit of a sip of water. I'll be back before we close at 9:30. Okay, so just about 3 more minutes, right? These things are going up very, very quickly. They're happening very, very fast. Again, in 3 minutes, right at 9:30, exactly when it hits, and my clock says that it is 9:26. Again, just a few more minutes here. As whoever has the highest bid at 9:30 is going to get this. The grad seating is at 1,000. Goodyear's at 1,400. We got 1,565 for the Time 2 truck, 2,400 for the Blattens, 27 on Van Winkle. Manja's at $2,050. That's unbelievable. I'm so happy about that. $12,000 for the Masters. $12,000. Can you imagine what I'm saying? That $12,000 for you to be able to go see the Masters. $6,000 a piece on whoever's going to see that. Continue to bid for the next few minutes. Right after this, we have a lot of important work still to do. That includes some special videos, and I want you to be a part of that. But we're going to sit here and watch for another couple more minutes, and then I'll be on right before 9:30 to let you know that we're moving on. So take another few minutes and finish up your bidding now. Hey, so listen, I mean, we're about done here with the premier auction items. We're going to be closing this in just about 30 seconds. Again, get your last bids in if you haven't done it. I'm watching this on my phone. It's unbelievable. And again, thank you so very, very much. Don't forget about the Bananas Foster. The Bananas Foster with Father and My Dinner. It's worth every bit of $23.50. Thank you very, very much for that. Fantastic. So just in about 30 seconds here, we're going to close. And I think we're up, right? I think that's it. I think we're closed at that. And oh my goodness, what a day. What a day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. Now remember that the silent auctions are all on till 10 p.m. tonight. So again, same idea at 10 p.m. All that bidding will end. So now is the time to switch gears. As we head into the second part of this broadcast. I can't tell you how much my heart is full of joy at your generosity so far. And when I look at what you've given to these items and how you've given to Padua Franciscan, I can't tell you enough how joyful I am for you and how much I keep you in my prayers for the gifts that you provide. As you well know, this has been an extraordinary time in all of our lives. The pandemic has impacted us all. And throughout this, I could not be more proud of the Padua family. To the members of our Bruin family who are medical responders, know of our prayers and our gratitude for what you do to keep us all safe. If you've been watching our social media, you know how many Bruins are impacted by this and who are on the front lines of all of this. And programs like MedTrack and MyTrack continue to strengthen those people and the people that will become those doctors and nurses and therapists and EMTs and police officers and engineers and research scientists. We're so grateful for you and for what you've done. I have to thank our teachers who have worked tirelessly to provide the excellence of online Padua education that we've all come to experience here and expect. I want to thank our staff who have maintained our operations, including this event tonight. Without them, this does not happen. I want to thank our students. This has not been easy for them. They continue to work hard and they do what they are asked to do, mostly. But really, thank you, students. If you're watching me, I sincerely tell you that you have been my thoughts and prayers every day. I know that you are working hard, and I thank you for that. And to you who love this school, its mission and holiness and learning, thank you as well. You know, over my 24 years here at Padua, so many people have told me how important their Padua experience has been to them. They know that they are a part of our Bruin family. As I do, they love this school. You love this school. Those are the feelings that make this event so important. People are transformed by Padua. It is my honor this evening to introduce to you Frank Razzo, class of 1989. I have known Frank since we were kids. He is a man of incredible faith and of strength. He has a wonderful family. He is a great Bruin, a great friend, and an incredibly good person. Unfortunately, Frank continues to battle cancer, but he is winning. He is a fighter, and he has a wonderful message of love and hope for us all this evening.
Good evening. My name is Frank Razzo, and I am a 1989 graduate of Padua Franciscan High School. It's wonderful to be with you this evening in this virtual reality event. Unfortunately, we can't be together live, but I was asked to speak about my experience attending Padua and what it means to me today, what it means to me to have my daughter there now as a a junior. I guess the word to best describe my experience at Padua was relationships. Relationships I made with my fellow classmates, administration, staff, teachers, everyone involved. In high school, as everyone knows, is not the perfect place at any time. But it was a wonderful place. Padua was really great. I remember having great friends, which I still have to this day. I remember having great teachers who pushed me to be the best I could be. I had great coaches in sports who wanted me to excel, wanted to nurture any ability I might have. But I guess what really solidifies all that for me is everyone comes back. Look around the staff. The staff is littered with Padua grads. And if they're not Padua grads, they've been teachers who've taught there since before I attended. My favorite teacher in the world teaches there. No disrespect to anyone, but Tim Giolivo. He was a great teacher, and as I found out through the years, he's really a great guy. But it's those relationships that brought together the religious spirit of the Franciscan brothers and brought about maybe a holier event than you might get somewhere else. But the teachers really cared for the students, and that was the thing that I noticed a great deal of. I remember Mr. Novak, who no longer teaches there, and everyone thought he was a little bit of an odd guy, an odd bird, but he was a great teacher. I also had a special relationship with St. Teresa, the Little Flower, and he passed that on to me. He also helped solidify my stance on pro-life, because he was so pro-life. He inspired me to march on Washington when I was a junior in high school against Roe versus Wade. So it's not just the classroom teaching. It's what you take with you out of that building and what you bring back when you come back. I remember when my daughter was a freshman and we had the freshman mass out in the football stadium, or the kickoff mass they call it. I talked to Mr. Giolivo. I said, it's wonderful being here with my daughter. And he said, welcome home. Because that's what Padua really is. For all of us that graduated from there, that understand what it means to us, it's home. We're here raising money this evening for people who need to get that experience. Get the experience of what comes from that building. I know my daughter is a better student, a better person, and an awesome young adult. And that has a lot to do with what's going on with her at Padua Franciscan High School. And I can't echo enough what that education has meant to me. I knew it was the right choice for me. I've been a lawyer for 22 years. I can honestly say, never lost a case, trial to an Ignatius Eds, Pauline name grad. Very proud of that fact, by the way. But all kidding aside, this is important. We are the premier Catholic high school education in the state. I believe that. And we need to help as many people as possible to get their education here. I thank you, and I wish you well, and hopefully next year we can all be together at this event. Thank you.
What an inspiration, what a message for us all. What a man. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. But I also want you to hear from Frank's daughter, Olivia. I have known Olivia since she was a child. She has become quite the remarkable young lady. She also has a message for us tonight, a message of hope.
Good evening to my fellow Bruin community. My name is Olivia Rasso. I'm a junior here at Padua. Today I was asked to share a little bit about my experience at Padua and the education that I've been lucky enough to receive thus far. During these unknown and frightening times that we are facing right now, it is of the utmost importance that our community comes together and shows the power of what we can do. To begin, I'd like to share with you my personal belief as to why Padua was the best choice for me. From a young age, Padua had always been the place where I thought I would spend my high school years. My dad had attended, and about 7 or 8 of my cousins had also gone. Needless to say, I spent a good amount of my childhood here. From watching plays to coming to football games and even seeing all of my cousins graduate. I thought to myself, this is definitely the place that I want to be one day. So when 8th grade year came and it was time to pick where I would be going to high school, Padua was definitely an easy choice. From freshman year to where I am now as a junior seems like a completely different world. Walking the halls in 9th grade was a whole different experience than they are now. I would pass by an upperclassman who seemed to be walking a completely different path that I was. They were driving, thinking about which colleges they would be going to, and soon would be leaving home for the first time. To me, it felt as if we were worlds apart, when in fact they were only a few years older than I was. Now, being one of those upperclassmen, all of those big moments in my life are starting to happen. I will admit that transition from middle school to high school was quite nerve-wracking, but the people that I have met, the friendships that I have made, the teachers that I've had, and in general, every single person in that building had made that transition just a little bit easier. I have met people whom I hope to stay close with for the rest of my life. I look at my father and I see he's in touch with most of his old classmates, and I hope that I will have those same relationships as we grow older. With that being said, my experience at Padua would have never been possible without the generosity of the Bruin community, who donates their hard-earned money every single year that gets put right back into our education. Without their help, I would have never been able to have the unique high school experience that I do, and that I will carry on with me for the rest of my life. I'll forever be thankful to those who choose to donate every single year. There is no amount of words that I can express that tells you how great the community has been to my family. I would like to touch on a tradition that Padua has carried on for years: the prayer blankets. As most of you know, through my father's battle with cancer, we were lucky enough to receive a prayer blanket and the copious amounts of prayers that have come from the community during this journey that we are still fighting. To us, this was an amazing sense of comfort during the times when life got a little bit tougher. But to Padua, this just seemed like a normal act of kindness they had given to so many people and for so many years already. I guess to them, it's just something that must be done, and it's exactly what makes Padua unique. You won't find a better group of leadership than the ones that we have been blessed with. The steps of leadership that have been shown by not only Mr. Steck, but as well as many of my teachers are the qualities that I hope to possess one day, as my time at Padua will soon come to a close. The traits such as their generosity and kindness that Padua has instilled and demonstrated for me all of these years will tools I will keep with me for many years to come after my high school career has ended. They have taught me how to manage a life that is constantly moving, how to deal with a busy schedule as life continues to evolve. Which that life skill seems easy at first, but as life gets more hectic and more busy, that simple task becomes impossible. They have shown me that for a matter of fact that it is very possible, as long as you put all of your effort into it. In these few short minutes, I hope that you have learned a little bit more about me, but more importantly about Padua. I hope that in the future that I am able to give back to my community, to donate to the school, as most of you are now. I hope that for years to come, we are able to make a lasting impact on all of the generations so they can have the same appreciation for Padua as I do. Thank you, and always go Bruins.
Thank you for that, Olivia. Olivia, you are truly, absolutely a superstar, and I think the world of you. So thank you so much. What a great message for us all and for the Padua family. Frank and your wife, Kathy, Olivia, and I know our next Bruin is Antonio. I think this needs to be put on mute there. Thank you all for what you've done and continue to do for our school. And again, what a great family. You know, we have families who need our help, not just because of extraordinary life changes, but because life can be hard. And life can come with financial difficulties, which is at the heart of this crisis. We also know that we are blessed because we can help. That is what the Padua family does. We come together when others need help. Please help us now. Perhaps you made unsuccessful bids during this auction. You had a certain amount you were willing to spend tonight. Would you please consider giving that money to make a real difference? I'm going to ask you just to give. The reward will be your joy you receive knowing you have helped a family stay at Padua. to provide a child with the most important gift of a Franciscan Catholic education. If Padua has touched your heart or helped you or your family become who you are, I would tell you that now is the time to give back. In this most unprecedented time in our history, if not now, when? Please, Fund-a-Bruin. Find an amount you're willing to give and click on that button. You can give anonymously if you like, or you can let your name shine on the screen. Thank you so much. Please help us reach our goal of $125,000, though I would love to go past that. It can be an individual, a family, a group, or a business gift. So I ask you with all humbleness, who will give a full $12,500 tuition? As you'll see your names, $17,500 anonymously. We've had people who have already given. Bob and Judy Musty, thank you so much. Could you help the Bruins and help a family with a partial tuition at a level of 3/4 of a tuition? $8,500. Debbie Gaydosh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I hope you're clapping at home, and I hope you're smiling, because we're already at $91,440. We're at 73% of our goal. Please help us to continue to provide all the good things that Padua does each and every day. Thank you, Arthur. And who could help the Bruin family at 12 at a half tuition of $6,125? Please, who could consider that? Could you help the Bruin family? Thank you so much. I wish we were together. I wish you could hear the people cheering as we speak. A quarter of a tuition at $3,000. Who's willing to help us with that? Who's continuing to help us? We are at $98,865. Who's going to put us over that $100,000 mark? So close. I have to do mine and my wife's. She's with me here today. I love the Bruins. We love the Bruins. We're at $112,000. Please, for those of you who want to be a part of this, can you give $1,000? A Padua dream, alive for a family. Continue to clap. Continue to smile. My heart is smiling. I can't even imagine what's happening on this screen. Can you give us $500? I know so many of you have been so generous. You bid so much on so many things. But this is just for the students who need our help in this unprecedented time. I want to give everybody a chance to be a part of this incredible night. If you can, make whatever gift you can, of $100 or $50 or $20. Be a part of what we're about here tonight. We're at $116,000. Let's get to that 125, Bruins. I know we can do it. Just dig a little bit deeper and make this happen. We're going to continue to do this. I need to clap. I need to applaud. Those of you with me, we need to applaud. I am social distancing with 4 other people. We're all in awe tonight of what this is happening. We're at $119,390. Thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Linda. Those names that are coming up, please know that we're so thankful for all that you're doing. We are so thankful for our sponsors. And we're so thankful for all the people who have given to Padua Franciscan in the auctions. And we're at We just have about 10 minutes left of this whole streaming and this whole event. It has been an incredible, incredible success. We're $5,000 away from meeting our mark to make a real difference here in this unprecedented time. Please do what you can. If you haven't given, continue to think about that. We're going to leave this up for a little bit longer. As we get towards the end of all this, all I can say is thank you. And I pray that God blesses you with continued abundance in your life because your abundance has helped people. I have to thank Father Allen for his trust in us this evening. I told you, Father, we would do it. And I'm glad you believed in us to say yes. We're at $136,000. 137. What's happening right now is a miracle. You're a part of a miracle. I'm a little bit clumped. I want to thank the Franciscan friars and for all their support. I know they're watching from all over, from Chicago and St. Louis. I want to thank our board members who are so generous to all of this. I hope you know how much we are grateful to you for your guidance and for your gifts. I need to thank the institutional advancement team. I am honored to work with you. Amy and Elaine and Arlene, Rachel, Stephanie, Anne-Marie, Andrea, and Katie. Thank you for what you do. You do remarkable work. I want to thank my wife, Beth. It's been a hectic month, as you can only imagine, and I love you, and I thank you for all that you do for me. This streaming is happening because of Eric Simna. Eric is married to Rebecca, who's our English teacher, and he stepped up and said he would do this, and he has done an absolutely remarkable job. I can't thank him enough for your expertise. And I will tell you, if you need something streamed, you call me and I will hook you up with him because he is the consummate professional. And I need to thank the Bruin family, especially our alumni. You have proven unending loyalty. I promise you that. You were a part of something very special tonight. We're right at the verge of $143,000. You have really made a difference. Now we got to talk about some practical things. If you are a winner of one of your bids, that will end in just a few minutes. Pickup of those items will be here at Padua this Monday from 2 to 7 p.m. at the main entrance. And all you have to do is pull up and tell us your name, and we will bring your items to you using social distancing and gloves and masks. Open up your trunk, and we will put things where they need to be. Otherwise, we can contact you, and we can help arrange mailings or other pickups if necessary. We're just about done with this evening, and we have broken $143,000 in the Fund-a-Bruin. That is a new record for us as a school. It is a new record for us, and for people to tell us that we couldn't do this. People don't know the Bruins. They just don't know the Bruins. I want you to please walk safely to your bedrooms tonight. Remember that you're never alone, that because you are always a Bruin. May God bless you and keep you safe. Good night. And as always, say it with me. Go Bruins! You have a few more minutes, just about 5 more minutes left. This was a lot of fun. I'll tell you, I am very, very happy that it's over. But it was a scary little endeavor. But again, I truly trusted that we would come together. But I never thought, shame on me. We just broke $150,000, everyone. We're at $152,000. What a blessing you are to Padua Franciscan High School. Good night. God bless. And as always, go Bruins.